Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Grant Bergman.
And I'm Luke Croy, and you're watching another special Not-so-Newlywed edition of the Chronicles.
For those of you keeping score at home, well, let's recap where we are. In the first edition of the Not-so-Newlywed game, the Peacocks started us off strong, amassing a total of 5 points. If you missed it, you can click this link to get caught up.
In the second edition, the Kims found a way to grind out a solid 3-point finish. And here's the link to watch the Kims if you miss them.
In the third edition, not to be outdone by the Kims, the Schrantzes also found a way to put up a 3 spot. Here's the link to watch the Schrantzes if you already haven't had the opportunity.
Before we move on to tonight's episode, let's talk about the tiebreaker for a second. When we put that in place, we thought it would probably come into play, in determining the winners of the show. After all, there's only 8 questions, right? So a tiebreaker is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I think everybody all got 8. Hasn't been the case. However, the Kims and the Schrantzes have put a new spin on the tiebreaker, and now we're using it to determine who doesn't come in last.
Hey, it's there for everything, apparently. So,
no doubt.
With that being said, our current cellar dwellers are the Schrantzes. Not only did they lose the tiebreaker, but they also come in 3 views shy of the Kims, which solidified their standing for now.
Now on to tonight's show. You guys are in for a real treat with this couple. Tonight's guests are Judith and Ben Bekerman. Before we go, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more of these. Give us a like, and we'll get to the Bekermans right after this break.
Okay, welcome back to the Corona Chronicles and to this edition of the Not-so-Newlywed Show. We need to welcome our next glorious couple, married and coworkers at the same time. Let's give a round of applause for Judith and Ben Bekerman.
Woo!
Yeah, that's us.
There we go.
Howdy, everybody.
We're married.
They're married, and it was consensual marriage, too. So that's awesome.
I bought them. I paid for the license.
It happens.
That's my wife. We're happily married.
All right. Well, hey, Benjamin, I'm gonna start with you, Benjamin. Hey, how did you guys meet?
We met at. Do you want me to write it down or talk?
Nope.
No, we're not in competition mode yet.
We're not in competition mode. We met at a mutual friend's house. They were having a Christmas party, and I was invited. And lo and behold, Judith came into my life that night.
Judith, would you say that you forced the issue? Like, were you the aggressor in this courtship?
No, he was wearing a really stupid outfit, and I wasn't that into it. But he had good hair. And I didn't want to go to the party, but my friend made me. She said, "Your husband's here. I'm going to introduce you to your future husband." And I was like,
"Whoa,
Marissa, you're so full of it." But lo and behold, a couple of years later, I'm a Bekerman. Wow. She was right.
Nice. Nice. And so this was about how many years have y'all been married?
About 6. It'll be 6 in June.
All right. Can you confirm that, Mr. Bekerman?
Yep.
Check Facebook, Ben. We normally do.
Yeah, the Facebook calendar is definitely good. The calendar invites. I have offloaded a lot of these dates, so let's do this.
Yeah, you don't want to take up precious space in the dome when you're working on.
He's the one that actually I made him put it on our family calendar because I kept free, so it comes up and reminds me.
That's awesome. Like I like it. Like you have a system, you have an understanding.
Nobody's mad about it. Like
nobody's mad about it.
Like
we verified the dates in the system. Like we're good as long as
once we put it in,
they don't go down. Yep.
That's awesome.
It's 2020, so that would be 6. We got married in 14. I got this.
Hey guys, I like where this is headed. Just a quick view of the rules before we get the competitive juices flowing. You're going to have 8 questions. They're worth 1 point apiece. Both of you will write your answers down at the same time. We're going to avoid any verbal clues that you may try to give off to each other. You're obviously in separate rooms, and you're not using your cell phone to exchange answers because you are honorable people and you are honoring this game. And so if you get a correct response when we show our answers at the same time, you may hear this sound. This is, guys, this is high dollar.
high dollar.
All right.
Production.
Ka-ching.
By
I'm so excited.
by some act of whoever, if you are wrong, you may hear this sound. So let's just hope we avoid those.
Still love you, Ben, regardless. It's fine. We'll get a lot of those noises, I'm sure.
Because we had some other couples. They were
Yeah.
like, "You're gonna
Yeah,
make us lose."
This is a hand. Yeah, this is a handshake match. Let's do this.
All right.
Handshake match.
So
I can't. I can't. I'm not looking at Ben. I'm just looking at myself. I guess I could change the view where I'm not so vain.
you know Ben's glorious hair is still there, so we're good.
It's true.
Yep.
He had
Thank
good hair
you.
then. He has good hair
Yep.
now.
Got
He
a
does
hair
have good
shot
hair.
in.
And his
Thank
beard
you.
game is on.
Beard game needs some work,
What do you mean?
but that's okay. He's not allowed to go. It's in Dallas. It's on the
Oh,
kebab.
yeah. Stay out of Dallas right now.
Yeah, good call.
Hang out up here in Denton County. It's going to be fine.
All right, Mr. Croy is going to get us started with this competition.
Okay, so here we go. I got the first question. So this is a question for Ben, right? So I'm going to ask you a question about your wife. Judith, you're going to write down your answer. Ben, you're going to write down what you think she's going to say, right? Once you both have your answers written down, give us a little thumbs up, and then we'll say, all right, 1, 2, 3, you guys show us your answers. And if you get it right, you get the ding. If you get it wrong, you get the horn. And here we go. All right, Ben Bekerman, what is your wife's favorite holiday?
I have to write it down too.
You have to write it down so we can verify his written down response. The goal being that when you turn them around and show us, it's going to be the same answer.
My handwriting is so illegible. This will be
It's
fun.
okay.
Okay, we're good.
Judith, you've worked with me for a while. You know about bad handwriting. Let's go. I'm not.
Let's go.
judging.
All right.
Are we ready, Ben?
Are y'all ready? I got a thumbs
Yeah.
up.
What's wrong?
All right, here we go. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. What do we got? Bekerman's favorite holiday? Voting day.
I abbreviated it to fit on the camera.
Oh, did you put Hanukkah?
He
What's
did.
that?
He put Hanukkah.
He put
Yep.
Hanukkah.
I put
Hanukkah,
voting
8
day. What do you know about me? Election day. baby.
Voting
Election
day.
day.
You're correct.
I-
It is voting day. You know how many? Even
Any
now
day
with
I
the
can
child,
vote.
The
What is
sticker.
it for right
You
now?
have
What is the word
shoes
name?
for this. It's
I do. I
true,
do have
voting
voting
day.
shoes.
Yep.
I love it so much.
It's true. All right, rubric. Did not get that answer. All right.
So we're not on the board yet.
It's okay.
was-
It's okay.
Best little flurry out of any couple yet. Just
That's
that.
right.
little-
I'm taking notes. I was
We know how to
right.
fight. We're professional arguers.
I've seen you argue. I would agree.
Yeah, it's good. It's
I haven't
impressive.
seen the two of you
Day.
argue together. I've never seen that. I've seen Judith argue. I've never seen Ben argue. But if he's anything like she is, they get down at their house with some arguments.
Oh, we like to bicker. We're good at it.
Oh.
It's our shtick.
Well, let's just see what you guys bicker about at number 2. Hopefully not. But here we go. This is a simple response right here. Who said, "I love you" first?
Judith's feeling confident.
She's ready.
I'm feeling
She's
confident.
got a smirk.
Ben, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ready?
let's see it. Who
Get
said I love you first?
set,
Flip them around.
Go.
Voting day, Ben. Me, Ben Bekerman. There we go.
Sound
Woo!
effects.
Cha-ching. Yeah.
Money in the
Ching,
bank.
Money in the bank. All right, I got to do a new scoreboard place for the Bekermans. All right, Bekermans are on the board. There we go.
We're on the board.
All right,
Yay,
do
we
this.
made it, Ben.
That's way
This
to
may
Well
be the
done.
only
Well
one.
done.
All right, I'm interested in this one because I need to get to know Ben better. I need to get to know him. So here we go. Judith,
All right.
what is Ben Bekerman's biggest pet peeve?
Oh, there's so many.
Mm.
Sorry, you got to pick one. You got to pick what you think he's going to say.
Oh my God, it could literally be anything.
Mm.
God,
Wow.
Ben's
And
having
this-
trouble figuring it out. He's like, poof.
That's an indictment on your
Okay, I'm
personality.
ready.
I'm not. I have too many to think of. I'm just gonna
Wow.
write one down.
I think we're gonna get this one wrong.
I don't have any of them right.
Can I just say it out loud?
No.
No,
I
you
have to show-
wait.
Paper.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
because
I
Here's,
don't trust you.
here's some denial.
I don't have
Wow.
one. Judith, what'd you say?
Complaining, like just useless complaining with like no end, like what I do with my friends.
Oh,
Is
she
that-
got it right. I
Is
Sorry,
that-
didn't
kids.
write it down.
Look at him. He's like,
So yeah, no points.
yeah, you got
But
me.
she right though. Is that correct, Ben?
Yeah, that's actually that's actually it, but I didn't write it down.
That's okay. That's okay. I just interesting. Yeah. Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Good job,
no, it
Judith.
is.
Good
it
job.
actually is. This comes up. This comes up. I gotta have. It's the vibes. What are the
Need some
vibes?
positive vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll
get
get
your
you.
complaining and go
He's
somewhere
like
else.
Marley on the inside.
All right. Well, this gets us to number 4. Ben, she may not know the answer to this. Chances are she doesn't.
I
But what do you
don't.
think she's going to write down for this one? You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
How many traffic citations has Judith had?
I don't even know. I haven't had one this year.
Like,
How many?
Since I've known her, or
I'm gonna say ballpark.
How many
since
times did I
she's
get
been
pulled over
driving.
in 1 month? Oh my God, it's been so long. I haven't had a citation in a while though.
Hey,
Good.
can we stop talking?
we
Oh,
gotta
Start
get.
writing?
I'm gonna go with.
No, you can't say it.
her?
You have to write it down.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get this wrong because I'm
Oh, there's no question.
exaggerating.
Okay, no,
I
we're just
don't
going to
know. I'm
write.
just going with what I know.
Judith, would you write? Wow.
And Ben only knows of 2 of them. So,
For you guys that did not see that, she wrote 50 and Ben wrote 2.
I mean,
Oh my God, I literally pulled over, I think like 4 times in 1 month and didn't get a single ticket. And Ben got so mad at me. He was so bitter about
We
it
got pulled over on that trip.
because of a and I got out of
honeymoon
it
trip.
because of a dinosaur.
The trip to Aspen and to Provo?
The trip to Oregon.
Oh,
Oregon.
Yeah, well, we went through those areas, but yeah, we saw a giant concrete dinosaur,
And we were
driving
arguing
towards
about
it.
the best way to get to it. And he pulled me over and was like, "Why did you slam on the brakes?" And I was like, "I saw this dinosaur." And he was like, "What dinosaur?" And I was like, "That dinosaur."
That
And then he
giant
followed us to the
dinosaur.
dinosaur and took a picture of us. And that only can happen in Oklahoma, friends.
well,
Did it happen in Oklahoma?
It did. It happened in Oklahoma.
Where is this giant?
Wait a minute, you saw a dinosaur in Oklahoma?
There was like a statue. It wasn't like a real. You
Oh.
can't see a real dinosaur anymore, Grant. Jeez.
Well, I mean,
Grant,
It was,
where is this concrete dinosaur in Oklahoma?
yeah, it was.
In the
that was
panhandle.
awestruck. Why?
Oh,
When do
no,
you
no,
see a
okay.
dinosaur side of the road?
awesome. Well, hey,
Can't count.
hey, Mr. Croy, what's their score right now?
1.
0.
All right, 1. No, you got 1. You got 1.
But I
Mr.
love
Croy-
your question.
Mr.
Which
Croy's
is
about
the
to get
best
you a good
one?
one.
It's the best. Yeah. Oh, you're about to get one right here for sure. All right. Question number 5. Between the 2 of you, which one would sell the most Girl Scout cookies?
Ready?
Are we ready? I'm
Are
ready.
you ready?
We're gonna
Let's
get this
see it.
wrong. Did you put? Oh, Ben, dude, I'm so lazy. I wouldn't sell any.
You'd figure out how to get.
I would make
people
you
to-
do it.
Just for
You'd
the
make
record.
me do it. I think.
That was
I think
incorrect.
you're resourceful like that.
I was the worst Girl Scout cookie seller ever. I would just eat them.
Did we get a buzzer there?
No.
Buzz it.
I was just waiting. I
hard
didn't want
pass.
to. I didn't want to interrupt the banter. Like I love it. They're so like,
Incorrect. I'm
okay.
the one who would probably sell the most cookies.
You probably
Revise
would. You'd
that.
have like a plan or thing.
oh, he would.
I
have
would
a
just be
plan.
like,
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
it'd be organized. You should see his Google folders. If you ever want to see something to make you feel bad about your life, ask Ben to show you his organizations.
Dude,
Systems.
Don't look at mine
I'm
Don't
going to
look
do
at mine.
that. I'm going to do that. So
because my Google folders are trash.
Ask him to
It's
show
just-
you his research when he writes a paper.
Mm.
And it'll make you feel like worst, laziest human ever. He's so organized. I'd be like, where's the form? What happened to the Google? What happened to the form?
Oh, wow. This is good.
Where's
But
the cookie?
unfortunately, we're up
I
against
still-
it. So
I still think Judith would sell more Girl Scout cookies.
I appreciate that.
That's a
See,
true
that's just a
husband
supportive.
love.
That's a supportive husband.
I agree.
That's
I
true
agree.
love,
That
guys.
supportive nature has caused many teams to not do well.
That's right.
I mean, it's just a fact. That's okay though.
All right. Hey, this one's going to be a little, probably more difficult than you think, but let's just see what you guys come up with. What movie did you guys first watch together?
Oh.
I don't know if I could spell it.
Judith was
No.
right.
Yeah, I
that's-
can't
see, that's
spell
a
it
hint.
either, but I got the initial.
Oh, I like
I
that.
don't like the hints that you're trying to give each other.
Oh my.
I mean, I know I spelt it wrong, which is embarrassing to the
Yeah.
Kims.
So we know the answer's not E.T. apparently.
No. Faux show.
All right. Y'all ready?
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. What she said.
It's Amadeus.
Amadeus Mozart. Yep. AM. There we go. I love
Good
it.
job.
Bekermans are
Ooh,
back on
money in the
board.
bank.
Money in the bank.
That one. Woo!
That's
All
2.
right.
That is
That's
2.
That's 2. You're
Just like
creeping
having
up.
2 teachers in the family.
So
Nice.
this question, Judith, you're going to have to, it just depends on how much you guys have talked about your lives before you found one another,
Okay.
right? So the question is, Judith, what vehicle did Ben drive in high school? Look at this.
Oh, he drove so many.
So now you have to figure out what you think he's going to say then.
Can I go?
Not yet. Ben's not right. He's not finished yet.
You're so antsy.
That's why her handwriting stinks, because her brain works so fast, her hand can't keep up.
It's true.
Can't
And
get it out.
I can't spell, so I just scribble. So
I'm
that
just
way
putting
we
it.
can just-
I'm just putting initials again.
You
Here we
spelled
go.
Amadeus Mozart correctly, though.
All right, here we go. Ready, get
See what we
set,
got
go.
here, kids. Flip it around.
All right. She said so many, so I got 3 up there.
What'd you
TC,
put?
Is it
Porsche.
the Porsche, or are you putting the Volkswagen?
I put the Porsche, the Firebird, and the Toyota Silica.
You put 3 answers?
Uh-huh.
He
I got a
literally
bunch of
had a million
cars.
cars.
Go ahead, Luke. You know what to push.
Was
I'm gonna allow
Porsche
it.
first?
I'm going to allow it.
Porsche was the first one.
The
Porsche
Porsche was
was
the
first.
first one he wrote down. I'm going to allow it.
I even
Okay.
know how he
I put 'em
talked
in
'cause
order.
He swindled his
I saw
dad
it.
into buying it, and it was a lemon, and it was like the biggest brouhaha.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
you
going to
get a-
assume
you
that
get a-
any high school kid driving a Porsche got a lemon. Like, that's why they got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just-
I heard a couple of those.
I
That was
drove-
a nicer car than me.
I
I'm
did
like,
not drive
no.
a Porsche. I don't think you know my first car.
Yeah, when
what
someone's
was your-
I don't
basically
think I've
selling
ever
a
talked.
Porsche at a price a high school student can afford, it's their first car. It's
Probably
probably not a good.
Good call. Good call.
They just wire it up just enough so
All
you can
right.
get it home,
Now,
and then that
this-
month falls apart.
This next one, guys, is pretty interesting because, real quick, Judith, tell the all 12 of our viewers where you are physically right now.
At my mommy-in-law's house.
Okay, so you're gonna have to maybe speak a little softer on this answer.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right, number 8. Whose mom is the better cook?
Duh.
I like this.
Oh my god, this is it's laughable.
Wow.
Wow, somebody's mom's
Hopefully
getting
Ben feels
insulted
the
right
same
now.
way. Otherwise, we're going to have to do couples therapy.
Oh, it's fine. It's
All right, I'm ready.
We're ready.
Ready, set, go.
All
We're-
right, let's see it.
Initials.
Can you see it says Rochelle?
Rochelle, is that the same
Ben.
person?
I wrote
Harvey?
amazing next to mine.
I love it. So I guess that's a
My mom is
I don't even know what's happening.
the worst.
I think that's 4. Is that 4?
That's 4. That's 4 for the Bekermans.
Hey guys, after the first debacle with voting day and whatever, you guys have bounced.
believe he got that wrong. As much as I'm obsessed with politics, I cannot believe he got that wrong.
That's going to be the
Kura would
one.
be my favorite Jewish. I understand what you're thinking.
Are
Or
you gonna-
Jewish.
This reminds me of the story of my mother when
I
I,
do like Jewish
reminded
ones.
you for the first time I was taking her to see my mother. I was like, don't even bother bringing
I
over
said I'm going to bake
as,
something, and
like,
he said, "Don't
a
embarrass yourself."
token of your appreciation. Like, don't even bother. Like,
I was like, "I'm going to bake something," and he's like, "Don't embarrass yourself." And I was like, "What?"
and
We're
then-
going to have
and
to
then
edit
after
that.
the
You know, we're
fact-
going to have to edit that word, Judith.
Thanks, Judith.
I-
The family show.
Oh, that's just more work for you, Mr. Croy.
It is, yeah, because Grant doesn't edit jack. He invites
No.
people to the show. He puts together some scripts.
I couldn't have been worse than sure.
He never said a bad word.
He did. He
Really?
was on his best behavior. Yeah.
Oh, it was
I'm
great.
shocked. I'm impressed.
Six-
Good job, Benny.
626 edit.
I'm on- yeah, I'm on it.
626. Got it for
626.
you. All right, there you
I
go.
gotta
All right,
figure out how
now-
to make that happen, but I'll get it done.
I'm hoping
Was that
we.
really? I mean, I could have said a worse word.
You
No,
could
let's
have.
not do that.
Listen, it's okay. It's gonna be fine. This is not attached
Yeah.
to any actual school thing, so we're gonna be okay.
That'll be
And
fine.
this for staff morale.
Number 9 though is gonna maybe
Okay, we'll be
elicit
good.
some confusion. Maybe.
Yeah, the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So in order to do this tiebreaker, you're gonna have to do a little bit of math. You have to be able to average 2 numbers. Just average 2 numbers. Add them together. Divide by 2. Okay.
Okay.
Not crazy complicated. the numbers that you have to add, though, are your class rank from your senior year in high school, right? So you have to know yours. Look, I don't really know mine. I'm within like 2 or 3, but I don't really know the exact one. It was a long time ago. So you have to know what yours is. You have to speculate what your spouse's was. So the question is, what is the average of your 2 senior high school class rankings?
Ready, go. Don't say it, though.
Yeah, don't say it. You got to write down what you think the average between the 2 is.
Judith is just really confused right now.
I mean, I really am, because I'm just making up a number and it's not very pleasant.
I got it. I even showed my math. Let's do this.
I love this guy. I asked my wife about it the other day, and she's like, I don't know what mine was either. And I was like, why don't we know this? She's like, because it wasn't important in the 90s. I'm like, all right, it's fair.
Good point. And if
I
you
don't
did,
even know. We're going to make an average of it?
Yeah. So
this is not even in my
like,
realm
for
of
example,
abilities.
Grant was number 1 in his class. I was number 100.
101 divided by 2.
And that would be 50.5.
Okay.
No, they're not math teachers.
Just give me a second here. You have to work with me on this.
My wife just asked. She's like, are they math teachers? Nope.
No, and
but
they're rude for even asking, in my opinion.
But Ben actually showed his work, so Miss Benton and the gang are going to be really impressed.
Yeah, you will.
I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and I did my math. I showed my work. What did you put, Ben?
Okay, what do we got? Judith said 50.
That's high. I just
I was
went
actually
went to
30.
giant schools.
So 500.
You thought it was 500, you butthead?
I was thinking out of all 1,400 people. So I'm gonna
and 500.
redo that. That would be up around.
So the difference there is.
What was your average number? Mine was 30%.
Who's saying about percentages?
I was thinking of like
or 30.
1,000.
This is a train wreck.
Like 1,400 people, not the.
Where'd you go to school, Ben?
Martin High School in
Arlington Martin. So you guys
and I went to LD Bell, School of
Blue Raiders.
Health.
Go Blue Raiders.
Go Blue Raiders.
Yeah.
I was definitely not that bad off. My freshman year was kind of a beating, but I was definitely not number 500. Benjamin.
How many people were in your class?
Was there even 500 people?
I think there was like about 700.
Yeah, I worked at Bell for a year. Yeah.
It was about 700. I think it was like 690 something. And I was I think like I was just outside the top 10%. Like I was one out.
So like number 70-ish.
Something like that.
Okay. So 50 was a good guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not in the top 10%, but
I knew that about Ben though.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Hey, you gave it a good go. It wasn't supposed to be an easy question just because it is a tiebreaker question. So if it comes down to it and you're tied for the lead and we have to go to the tiebreaker, then we'll reevaluate and make sure that closest to the actual average is going to be our winner. So
you guys were only 450 away from each other, so
yeah,
probably don't have a chance.
My calculation was just thinking of the whole class. I was thinking of that's hard to even remember. I was thinking of undergraduate because that ranking had about 1,000.
We just don't like reminisce about high school all the time. So like we don't really.
I get it.
Not our thing. Not our bag.
Especially like you meet each other in your 30s and get married, and then
I was in my 20s. Think.
Oh.
Rude.
Wow.
Hashtag Ben wasn't.
There you go. See, I was just thinking about Ben. I mean, how old were you, Judith?
Did you know that Ben? Did I ever tell you that Ben lived next door to my sister when they were in college, and we never met? And then I dated Ben's best friend, and I never met Ben.
What a weird place!
Like we I knew her. I knew her. One of her best friends too. That's
times without meeting.
Invited us to the center.
Where did y'all go to?
We should have met a million times, but we never met.
Where did y'all go to college?
UNT.
Both? Ben too?
Yeah, undergraduate.
Go Mean Green.
Go Mean Green.
Caw.
Right?
What?
Gnarly hand.
Just these, or is it more? What if your pinky's broken? Does that work?
Yeah,
I don't actually know how to do it. I didn't even know it was a thing until I was graduating, and I looked around and saw other people doing it. So I tried to like bite on, and I was like, "Isn't this like TCU's thing?" I was like, "Isn't it like a gnarled hand?" And I looked at the person next to me and like, "Is it gnarly hand? How do we do this?"
Yeah.
Caw. Whatever.
Eagles say caw. That's cool. Okay.
Did they actually
Don't worry about it.
Do they say that?
I don't even know
know
if that's an actual thing or I made it up. To be honest, who knows?
That's why I love
it's
you,
a thing. It's scrappy. It's a scrappy.
Well, hey,
thing.
you guys got 4 points. That's not bad. If you think it's bad, you're not wrong. It's not great, but it's not bad. So we're going to be able to reveal the winners based off the release of these separate episodes. So if you watch one of the episodes possibly before you and they got more than 4, then you can probably assume that you may not have won. But regardless,
why can't you just tell us if we won? We're the last couple.
Suspense.
yeah, we gotta
Nobody
get
knows
all
the
3
scores.
viewers to double to 6.
Yeah.
And if we already tell that, then nobody's going to
watching
watch your
Max.
episode if you lost. We want people to watch you guys, get to know
Yeah.
you. And if
No
they know
leaks.
you didn't win,
I
they're
mean,
just
to
going to be
be fair, you could have these aren't really get to know you questions. These are get you questions.
they're
These
going
are
to
get you questions.
It
Not
is
like-
But yeah, but your banter, we got to know you through your
That's
banter.
exactly right.
We are fun.
Yes,
you are fun. You know I love you. I'm a big fan.
Love y'all.
Well, hey, you guys have a
Yeah.
wonderful weekend. Thank you guys for joining in and making our show just a little bit better because we know it's not very good to begin with. So, hey, let's give one more big round of applause for the Bekerman family. Thank you guys once again.
Yeah.
The cough.